Hari Om. Bhagwan is mentioning about, as promised to Arjuna, Jnana as well as Vijnana. And he has assured Arjuna that I shall tell you both. At present, he is focusing more on the world that we all reside in. Bhagwan is talking about his Apara Rupa. Pararupa is a later stage. In my Apara Brahma, I come there in the form of my Shakti. When I do not exhibit or kinetize my energy, it is there with me in potential form. Aham Shakti Rupaha. In a Nirguna Nirakara Avastha, my potentialities are within me. I am a water stored in a dam. It will look like a water. Only when kinetized in the form of kinetic energy, my potentialities will be exhibited or manifested, or there will be a sarga, visarga of my energies. And essentially speaking, my Shakti gets divided into three forms because they are manifested in different modes. They are one, but they manifest in three modes, and those three modes are called Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Jnana Shakti. Because there has to be some action or Kriya, the Kriya cannot happen unless there is a desire for the Kriya. Without a desire, Vina Prayojanam, nothing exists. But that desire that I am talking, which then fructifies in the form of Karya Shakti, and then when the Karya happens, Jnanotpanna, Jnana manifests. Because in Vritti Jnanam, the knowledge has to be of something. For knowledge of something, something has to come in existence. For something to come in existence as a Karya, there has to be a desire. So that is how this triumvirate, Trimurti of Ichha Jnana Karya, they are in tandem with each other. And for this particular dance of three Shaktis of mine, they are borrowed by Prakriti, which is nothing else but gunas. Prakriti is equal to Maya is equal to three gunas. There should be absolutely no misunderstanding. Patanjali Maharaj has clarified it absolutely clearly that there is nothing called Prakriti or Maya existing except gunas. So the three gunas borrow my three Shaktis, then they create a beautiful dance, which you call as Vishwa or universe. In that, you will see the energy everywhere. Ability to create something, karyam. So the karya is initiated, is maintained, and is destroyed. All the three require energy. So wherever there is an energy, the owner of that energy, whenever there is balam, balavatam cha aham, I am the one. Why? Because it is nothing else but the consciousness that has now taken the form in Apara Prakriti in the form of Shakti. So it is me only. I sent my son to represent me, so he is me only. Because I gave birth to my son. Yeah, he looks little different than me, agreed. He's younger than me, agreed. He's different than me. I don't mind that. But the seed of my son is from me only because he's born out of me. Now he's representing me. So balam balavatam cha aham kama raga vivarjitaha. The only problem is that my son, when I send him to that city, someone else kidnapped him and started calling him my son. That person who kidnapped my son is called ahankar or vikrut ahankar or ego. Moment he kidnaps him, then there is no more ownership coming to me. So balam remains balam only. But now it is a corrupted balam by the vikrut ahankar. So when you see a balam which is not kidnapped, usurped by the ahankar, then it is me. If it is kidnapped or usurped by the ahankar, then it is not me. Balam done by a Vikrut Purusha or a Sukrut Purusha is same. Enormous amount of strategy was employed. One of the best military strategy was employed by Adolf Hitler. No one denies that. But the reason why I am not that is because he only took Balam from me and misutilized it. He usurped it through his Vikrut Ahankar. I am the sword, but not the one which commits homicide or suicide. That is a misuse of the sword, blade of the sword. I am the sword used for annihilating the enemies of mankind. Then it is me, because that is my nature. It is no more usurped by the egoistic tendency. Because without desire, nothing can exist. So when the calm word comes into the first line, it is that calm. Why? Because otherwise it is ironical that once the Bhagavan says kama raga vivarjita, and very second line he says bhuteshu kama asmi dharma variddho. Maybe again, not against the religion, but I am the calm, he says. And in the first he says kama vivarjito. That means whatever work happens with kama is Bhagavan's kama or it is without Bhagavan. That is where initiating desire and expectant desire has to be bifurcated. Karyatmaka ichha is the initiation of a karya. Now that karya which has already started would give me a particular kind of result. Phalatmaka ichha is vikruti ichha. Because ichha per se is not bad at all. In fact, ichha is dharma variddho bhuteshu kama asmi, and Bhagavan is emphasizing on that. Otherwise, why would we pray with a desire? Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Is it not a desire? We are all mumukshus. We want salvation. We want to understand Gurudeva properly. Are these not all desires? The difference is aham bhavami sukhinaha. This is that kama which is to be vivarjita. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, no vivarjita. Because why? Dharma variddho kama. That is Bhagavan itself. When we pray, that means we are doing Bhagavan's prayer. We are Bhagavan praying for that. The Vikrut Ahankara is called Chah in Hindi. Swami Ramartirtha, the walking Vedanta as he is to be called, Gurudeva himself has praised Swami Ramartirtha like anything. He says, Chah chuhari chuhari. Desire is like a rat that eats at the soul. Chah chuhari chuhari, tu नीचों की नीच, मैं तो ब्रह्म था जो तू न आती बीच. So the fruit, the phalatmaka ichha, the expectant desire is what Bhagavan is focusing. Then to explain, Bhagavan says, Satvika rajasa tamasya yaccha eva bhava mam eva iti tanvidhi. All the three gunas is you, your action, whatever you are doing, your panchamahabhuta, your ashtadha prakriti, you, everything is trigunatmak. All these three gunas means all this world, means all of you, means all your action, everything is dependent on me. But I am not in them. Natu aham teshu. Teshu is Saptami. Inside. Temai. A drop can be in the ocean. But how can ocean be in a drop? A drop can be in the ocean. Ocean cannot be in the drop. Because you are a jiva, limited adjunct is called upadhi. The exact description of upadhi is limited adjunct. I am unlimited core. You are limited adjunct. You are upadhi. I am adhi. That is the reason natu aham teshu temai. However, those who cannot transcend the gunas get trapped in the gunas, and trapping in the gunas is mohitam. Why? Deluded by three gunas. Sarvam idam jagat mohitam tribhihi gunamayaihi na abhijanati mama. Bhagavan clearly says that you can be only in one place, either in trigunas or in me. You cannot be at both the places. Ekam eva sat aneka karanam. Multiplicity is my exhibition. Ekam eva sat. That is what Vivek Chudamani says. And as long as you are in the gunas, you will never know me. Why? Maya cannot know me. Means Trigunas cannot know me. Why Trigunas cannot know me? I am Guna Rahita. If I am Triguna Atita, how you being in Triguna you can understand me? I am clean water. You are in muddy water. How can you know me? Unless you come out of the muddy water and get into the clean water. And it is not easy to come out of that. Why? Daivihi esham gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. Difficult. With these trigunas, the news of trigunas, Maya is capturing everyone. That is what Kabir Maharaj says. Triguna fase liye kar dole bole madhuri bani Maya mahathagini ham jani. Then what is the escape? The escape is only and only recourse to the one who is beyond the gunas. Who can rescue the person who is drowning? The one who is on the bank. He can lend the hand and pull the person up. And this, for pulling, you will have to raise your hand so that the Bhagavan can hold it. This raising hand is called Sharanagati, Prapatti. Mam evam ye prapadyante. The entire Sri Sampradaya, Ramanuja Maharaj and entire Vaishnavas, for them these are Charama Shlokas. Sarva Dharman Parityajya is a Charama Shloka. Leave everything and come to me. Mam evam prapadyante maya etam tarantite. Bhagavan told who I am. Bhagavan told who you are. Bhagavan told where you are stuck. And he also told the solution into it. What is praputti? Prapatti means just do what Lord wants to do. Anukulasya sankalpat pratikulyasya varjanam rakshishyati iti vishwaso goptrutvam varanyam tatha atmanikshepa iti shad vidha sharanagati. Mahavishwas, Lord will take care of me. At present, the whole problem is I am taking care of myself. Once the flat is done, once the bungalow is done, once the nice hammock is put on between the two trees of my garden, then with Bhagavad Gita in my hand, and I am done. This stupidity is opposite to prapadyante. Right there, where you are, in whichever circumstances, based on your prarabdha, you have no obstacles to think of Lord and go towards Him. If Gurudev would have thought that, my father had expected me because he was a district judge, my uncle was a police commissioner of Kochi, so at least for me to become a good lawyer, farz banta hai. This is the way if he thinks, then na mam prapadyante. What actually mattered more was the death of his close friend, Mr. Shroff, and his urn, which was containing the ashes. Those ashes made him think. Those thinking led to rational thinking. The rationality propelled him towards north. Then he moved towards Rishikesh. From there, he was further propelled towards Uttarakashi, towards the Lord called Tapovana Maharaja Swami, and that is what is called Prapadyante, and that is why he Maya Taranti, that is the progress. Then who are the one? We are the one who don't do that. Then what is our title? How Bhagavan will call us? Bhagavan in 15th shloka is specifically referring to all of us. Now he's not talking to Arjuna, he's talking to us. He says, Na mam prapadyante, those who do not surrender to me, those who think they are great, they will achieve all the Rajasic and Tamasic activity they will do and slightly pop up the Sattva Guna on Friday morning for exactly 1 hour, hoping that everything will be done. To them he's saying, Na mam prapadyante dushkrutinaha. This is our first title, bad man. Dushkrutinaha, mudhaha, deluded man. Naradhamaha, adhamanaraha. You may be a CEO or you may be a managing director. In Lord's language, you are naradhamaha. Then asuram bhava ashritaha. You are a demon living on the earth. Why? Because if you are like this and if you are not prapadyante, then you cannot be closer to the Lord. You want to do all bad things and yet you want to reach the salvation stage. You can be either you. You means Duskrutinaha, Mudaha, Naradhamaha, Asurbhavam, Ashritaha, or you can be Jnani, that means me. जब मैं था खुदा नहीं है, जब है खुदा तो मैं नहीं हूं, है राहे उल्फत की तंग इतनी कि इसमें दो की जगह नहीं है. राहे उल्फत, प्रेम गली अति साकरीता में दो ना समाही. जब मैं था तब हरि नहीं, अब हरि है मैं नाही. Then who are the people and which stage they are? Arjuna, there are variety of people, but I classify them into 4. They are always in 4 dynamic stages, either in 4 stages of life or dynamic status of life. They are either Artha, Artharthi, Jidnyasu or Jnani. They are desperate, completely dejected because of the surrounding circumstances. Those who are not dejected, they want to scale the heights of the greed. Then the one who is neither desperate nor very keen on doing something more is the one who sits little quietly and tries to nibble at certain basic fundamental questions, and that is what is called curiosity. And there is one who takes the curiosity all the way from Kerala to Tapovan Maharaj. That is called Jnani, Tattvavetta. A desperate comes to me for rescue. A greedy comes to me to scale the heights of prosperity. A curious comes to entertain the intellect. A knowledgeable comes to me to know me, Tattvavetta. All of them are not bad, they are udaraha. Out of these 4, Arjuna, the most lovable, such a mama priyaha, who is it? Nitya yukta jnani ek bhakti hi priyo hi jnanino ityartam aham. Udaraha sarvate. They are all. Why? Because they are noble. Because anyone who uses consciousness is noble. Why? Because consciousness is nobility. A thief, when he does the stealing, he is utilizing the consciousness, maybe for the wrong purpose, but utilization of consciousness cannot be denied. चोरों के संग चोरी करता बदमाशों में भेड़ो तू, चोरी करते जो पकड़ावे पकड़ने वाला तू का तू. Consciousness is everywhere. The chore, the police, and the act of catching, everything is consciousness. Udaraha sarva evate, jnani tu atma eva. Everyone is using consciousness, but there is no unfoldment of consciousness because upadhi is strong. The only one where consciousness has fully exposed to himself is a jnani. Although the understanding is different. The one who is a medicant type is labeled by the society as the stupid person, Bewakoof. And the one who is involved into the greedy activities of the world is considered as smart, upwardly mobile. So they call it that this is hosh, और ये बेहोश आदमी है, बेवकूफ आदमी है. That is why a Sufi says, कोई गुनाह होश से बढ़कर गुनाह नहीं, जो बेहोश हो गया वो बड़ा होशियार था. The one who became unconscious of the world was the most intelligent in the world. But is it that common? This unfoldment of consciousness, Arjuna, is a stage-wise process. It unfolds step by step. Why? Because you have come down step by step. You will go up step by step. Everything will happen step by step. All the buds in the garden, all of them want to become a flower overnight so that the gardener can come and pick up the flower for the Lord's feet. But it doesn't happen that way. Mali awat dekh ke kaliya kare pukar. Fool fool chun liye kal hamari baar. Tomorrow. Why? It's a slow process. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. And not only that, he becomes knowledgeable about who I am. He sees me everywhere. Vasudevam sarvam iti. Sa Mahatma sudurlabha. One reaches the Mount Everest, the Kutastha. That is jnana. From Kutastha, then when he looks down, he sees the entire world as nothing but pulsating consciousness. That is why a Sufi says, आदम का बुत बना के उसमें समा गया हूं, पहले भी मैं खुदा था, अब भी मैं खुदा हूं. सर्वत्रम एकत्वम अनुपश्यति. ईशावास्योपनिषद. बहुनाम जन्मानाम अन्ते. बहुनाम जन्मानाम. This should not discourage us. And even if it discourages you, is it going to change? Can a bud say to the plant that, look, I am discouraged, it's going to take so many days to flower? It will. Why? The plant will say, it is a nature's law. धीरे 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 रे मना, धीरे सब कुछ होए. माली सींचे 100 घड़ा, Rutu aaye phal hoye. The Rutu has to come. But is it not a good thing to note that at least I am on that plant where flowering is happening? Is it not encouraging that amongst the millions that are there in this city where we are staying, only 9 or 12, 13 people come together to listen to Gurudeva on Friday? What does that mean? Isn't it that we are chosen few? Isn't it that we have done some good work, Sattva Karya in our Prarabdha? That is why we are listening to this. Otherwise, we would have been right now putting some fermented food in our tummy, because of Friday morning into some of the lousy restaurants outside, eating the food that is polluted by the hands of some people having dirty vasanas working in the kitchen, and still laughing and giggling around saying that this is a beautiful life. Pardon them, they do not know what they are doing. At least that discrimination came to us because of our prarabdha. That means the progress is on. Bahuna janmanamante jnanavanam mam prapandyate. But till then, what happens? Till then, depending upon unfoldment of consciousness, tai kamaihi rutadnyanaha prapadyante anya devataha. Everybody uses the books proportionate to what his intellectual ability is. Each thing is a book. A story book also gives a jnanam, and Upanishad also gives jnanam. The intellectual capacity differs, and what he can get also differs. That is why those who are in the unfoldment consciousness are there. They will be propitiating to the devatas of their caliber where they can understand is. Suddenly on Nirguna Nirakara, everybody cannot focus on that. Prakrutaha niyataha swaya. Within the gun, based on the propensity, corresponding deity is worshipped. If there is a desire to earn money, all Diwali pujas are full of Lakshmi pujan. Everybody wants Lakshmi. So we will prapadyante, the proportionate thing. That is how Lord in 10 shlokas has given jnana as well as vijnana. Hari Om.